I want what fuels my system, not what drains my system. Really important mantra. Keep saying it to yourself. There's somebody who is really recognizing a cycle and they're getting to the point where they're just wondering, how am I still in this, right? They're asking themselves, what is it that's keeping them stuck in this loop? And the good thing is they're getting to the point where they're recognizing that this is the case. They've been healing to the point where they can actually differentiate. They're discerning now between the past version of themselves who would have instantly reacted and this now version of themselves who's kind of like, no, how can I change this? How can I finally put an end to this and close this out? So important. A reminder that, again, whatever their face is, their name is, you have to kind of almost disregard it to a degree, right? Because if someone is not in their divinity and acting in that integrity with themselves and towards you, then, you know, then it's not it. There's something here where I feel like someone's really, someone's been really wronged in a way that I don't even think they realise the ways in which they were implicated in whatever's happened. It's kind of like they might have had an idea, maybe there's a third party or something like this, or they've known that someone was implicated in these things. But someone doesn't realise the extent to which their presence and their energy was brought into a certain situation. So let's find out what's going on. 9 of Pentacles. That's because this is you. You're very kind of like in your own lane, independent, focused on you, which is beautiful, okay? And there's something big about self-care here as well, which is important. Knight of Wands. I don't know, this is giving... this feels like really lusty energy is what's coming through here. 6 of Swords and the Sun. Okay. I think that you have brought somebody a lot of light. Someone who was extremely attracted to you. Someone who took advantage of your energy. I'm going to say this is what's coming through, right? And 8 of Swords. It's like there's something about being blinded to something, like just something that you've not seen or that you haven't seen. The Hierophant, the truth is coming out. And this is what always happens. The truth will always come out, right? If somebody has wronged you, best believe, if you were acting from that heart space, that true-hearted, pure, intended space, best believe that they're going to be getting whatever karma it is that they're dealing with, whatever lesson is that they're going to have, that's theirs. You just need to focus on you. You need to make sure that you're not being drained mentally, because I feel like you might have been having, you know, like I say, this could be connected to your person, right, deeply. And wherever you're feeling right now, whether it's like the heart palpitations, the mental head spin, the absolute like feeling like you're not grounded, this is what you need to work on right now so that you can come back to you. Because I want you to understand something so important. You have the full power to reclaim your power and your energy back to you from wherever it has been taken, especially when you feel like, when you're so connected on this journey with your person, it can feel like you're just you're cycling through their stuff as well, but you need to bring it back to you, okay? Because there's way too many other influences here that have been in the mix, and this is something that has had to be a lesson for you to reclaim your power back to you, to recognize not overgiving maybe for some people, but also for others for not keeping your worth attached to this kind of energy who's just constantly choosing their own downfall. It has nothing to do with you and your worth, right? 2 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, much better. So you are going to be seeing the path ahead that's clearer. Okay, new beginning, the Fool, definitely. The thing is, you're at a point where you're so ready to finally take this leap and say yes. Like, you're ready to just, this past, just no longer be stuck and like blindfolded to whatever it is, whatever that situation is. That might very well be coming to light, okay? But also, you know, on this journey, there's something about kind of understanding that with, whilst there is that label of like twins, the truth of the path is that you are embodying and journeying into that divine self and meeting each other there, right? Whether you're doing it together, you know, depending on what your situation is, what your storyline is, right? Or not. The point is that you are stepping into that divine self, that divine version of self, okay? That's what this is, divine counterpart, right? 3 of Swords, King of Wands. I've just heard feeling their betrayal. Knight of Swords. Yeah, someone massively acted from lust. They might have had a lot of different kind of options around them, and they didn't even think twice when they travelled here, because what was motivating them? Pain. The Star, healing. This is something they've finally been understanding and seeing. You know, the more they step into their worth, the more they're understanding this and understanding their kind of drivers to their actions. Like, it wasn't just, oh, you know, having fun and like, you know, being around that kind of lifestyle, which is kind of people they might have been around. Like, that might have even been their past. But that's just like been excusing the the traumas that were beneath the surface. I was actually kind of the root of them acting in this way, right? And avoiding healing, really. Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands, yeah. So there is action being taken to overcome this, whatever this is. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like there's and the Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay, whatever this is, it's been a long pause. There might have been a long separation here, but somebody has kind of put their own happiness on hold, is what I'm seeing here. They've needed to kind of really, it feels like they're feeling so empty and alone. Or they've felt this or something like this, right? And they want to change this. We've got the Knight of Cups here. They know who they want to move towards. The issue is that they've been entangled with so many other energies around them that this has taken time for them to kind of recognize and now kind of heal through and remove, right? And they know that you're not somebody who will stand for this either. We've got the Tower. There is going to be, I feel like I just had a shock revelation, Two of Swords, and it's going to put you in a position where you're going to need to make a decision. But the guidance here is to really step back and make a decision from a healed space, because you've been putting in so much work to get to this point. Whatever this is, I feel as though it's been something that has kind of blocked your path of success as well, on an energy level somehow, but that's also been teaching you where you're leaking your energy still. It feels as though someone is only just realizing the impact of their actions, as in how much pain or hurt they've caused, but also the mess that they made is what I'm hearing, okay? And I don't think they're very good at communicating, not even a little bit, actually. I think that's something they've needed to work on. You're being guided to do not make a decision based off codependency, something that perhaps you've been healing from, okay? They certainly have been healing from that. It's something that you mirror in each other, actually. There is a connection here, and it's going to be explored. You're going to be given the opportunity to explore this, to make that decision for this new beginning. But ultimately, this is going to make you feel like you can finally kind of follow your heart now, express your love, express your truth, which is really beautiful, because ultimately that's what it is. It's bringing you back to your heart, to your divine self, remember, to your truth. Okay, so yeah, soulmate. So there is that soul connection again, separation at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like there was some kind of third-party energies that caused a separation, or it might be that you're going to be experiencing this as you kind of come back to yourself and gather yourself so that you can stay in alignment with your soul. Someone here is either married or they have been in a really like strong level of connection with somebody that ties them to that person in some way, shape or form, right? Something that they became codependent on. Now there is a separation coming here for this connection, whatever that is, but it's in a way that's going to free both of these parties, or at least they're certainly freeing themselves from this, because though there's been some kind of connection there, it's kind of been based off kind of trauma bonding and just like something that makes sense like on a societal level. Both of the Virgo cards have come out, so I do feel like with this Virgo lunar eclipse, there's going to be something coming. The answers you need are coming, adjustments are required. Step out of your comfort zone. You are good enough, okay? It's time to release negativity. It's time to give more rather than take, okay? So I do feel like you're going to be needing to take your own space and also allow somebody else to kind of come through with the answers, right? And as a result, there are going to be changes that are going to take place here. A new romantic cycle begins, and it's going to be up to you to finally say, you know what, freeing yourself from whatever this situation is, or it's finally both of you going to be freeing yourselves from the past so you can finally move forward. But there is something here about an ending happening in order for a new beginning to come through. There's really a requirement for you to stay positive right now, protect yourself. It's really important to do that with all the energies out around right here, right now, right? Free yourself from anything that just feels like a spark, okay? Keep an open mind as well about what's coming through, because it's not necessarily going to be what you're expecting, okay? New beginnings and a fresh start, okay? You are on the right path. Decide to be happy now. Eternal love, romance angels are with you at this time, okay? And let go of fear now. There's a lot of beautiful positive energy here, but you've got to really learn how to reclaim your power, bring it back to you, protect yourself, shield yourself, allow yourself to receive only that which is in alignment with you. You need to know your worth at this point, and allow people the space to journey, to do their healing as well, okay? Let me know how this resonates. Sending so much love.